Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday evening. I'm sure everyone is watching the Super Bowl right now. I need to go record this update and go watch Super Bowl. Let me know down below what you guys think, who's going to win. I'm going for 49ers, but let me know down below what your personal pick is. But if we're looking at the majority of the markets today as of February the 11th, we're seeing a handful of coins that are still quite up, but we're starting to see some coins that are down right now. And there's a reason as to why that's the case, which I'm going to get into right now. So of course, we're going to talk about Solana. As far as Solana is concerned, it's down about 1.4% over the past 24 hours. Price currently sitting at $107.57. Of course, we are back above the psychological price point, which is the $100, which is really nice to point out. But right now, we're below that psychological, very key resistance level, which we actually broke back above yesterday. But we're currently, as of recording this update, below that mark. And also on the BTC side of things, we're down about 2.4% in the BTC comparative over the past 24 hours. So if we're looking at its market cap today, it's sitting at $47 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume still once again above the $1 billion mark, currently sitting at $1.46 billion. And at this point, I think this is like the third month in a row where we're seeing the Solana 24-hour trading volume above a billion mark, which speaks for itself, obviously. So that is, of course, really worthwhile noting. But let's take it a step further, see what is happening for Sol today. We do daily analysis for a reason. Before I do get into that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we're going to start off with Solana's DeFi, currently sitting at 1.863 billion. Today, a little bit more focus on the DeFi because, a lot of people are confused why this is such a big thing. Right now, $1.86 billion is, of course, a huge number in, Solana's DeFi. It's not a small number by any means. But what you want to be looking at right here, and this is what excites me, not just myself, this is what excites the people that actually understand what DeFi really means and the importance of that. If you're looking at Solana's all-time high in terms of its total value locked, that was at $9.7 billion. Yep, you've heard that correct, which was on November 9th, 2021, which was pretty much arguably the top of the entire market. Of course, we saw some coins having a top in 2022 as well, but arguably this was the top for the entire market. And you can see this for yourself. November 9th, 2021, the total value locked on Sol was $9.7 billion. But the crazy thing that a lot of people don't tend to understand is, the adoption level, the amount of interest, the amount of people actually showing attention to Solana at that rate is nowhere near as to what we're seeing happening right now. When you talk about a shift occurring, that's what we're seeing happening as we speak. The last 4 to 5 months, especially the last 4 months, have been just game changer for Sol. People that never even paid attention to Solana, first time coming onto the Solana, maybe, going on decentralized platforms also, such as Radium, such as Orca, such as Jupiter, and, actually using it for the first time and just being mind blown, just left speechless as to how fast this blockchain is and how cheap it is. And this is just one of the many reasons as to why people are excited. We've been hearing the term, Sol killer pretty much since the beginning of Ethereum's existence. I've been in the space literally from the Ethereum beginnings, and I've heard ETH killer, quote unquote, like many times, but we never saw something coming close to Ethereum as has Solana done. And when you start seeing decentralized platforms that are built on other chains outpacing Ethereum, decentralized platforms, that speaks for itself. When you see Solana's NFT marketplace outpacing Ethereum marketplace, that speaks for itself. When you see people in terms of investors focusing on Solana over Ethereum, speaks for itself. As well as, of course, developers that are willing to, develop on Solana rather than ETH, speaks for itself. Many reasons I can go on and on, but, if you're looking at DeFi, you best believe my personal opinion is we will see Solana DeFi reaching all-time highs. And, if you're looking at it from the current levels, it's more than 5x away in terms of just the total value locked. What do you think is going to happen for the Solana native token? what do you think is going to happen with the Solana native token if that happened? Of course, Solana native token is going to appreciate in value. And this is where the excitement comes into play, and I cannot be more pumped up for its future. But starting off with BTC today, if you're looking at BTC on Super Bowl weekend, you can see BTC did make its way up to $48,626. But of course, as mentioned to you guys yesterday in my update, this is a significant resistance. And of course, if we are able to see the price of Bitcoin closing back above this resistance once again, and closes the daily candle, which is about an hour and a half, I think we will see Monday morning playing out in a bullish way. I'm very confident about that. Of course, CME futures are closed right now, so of course these factors need to be considered, but it's holding really, really strong, especially considering we're in a weekend. But let's take a look at Sol, because of course that's what everyone is here for. But if you're looking at Solana right now, Solana is below that psychological resistance, which I've talked to you guys about for quite some time. I want to go on the hourly time frame and kind of give you guys a closer look on Sol. So let's give it a refresh live. It kind of got stuck on our end. There we are. So let's take a look at none other than Sol on the hourly. So you can see this for yourself. We're seeing Solana below, so of course yesterday we were able to close back above here, bounce a few times. You can see this for yourself, several bounces back above that key resistance at $180.44. But due to Bitcoin dominance picking up, pushing to 54%, that is causing some of the coins to go back into the red. You can see this for yourself. As you can see, some of the coins, I would say majority of the coins are down minor, just like 2%, 3%, and that is due to that. That is due to that reason, more momentum shifting towards BTC. But what you're seeing with Sol right now is that it's below that very, very important support line, and I would like to see in the next hour and a half to see the price actually closing back above here, because it's not a long close. If I were to bring out the measuring tool, it's just 1%, and I'm really, really hopeful that we do see the price of Sol actually closing above here. Right now we are holding at some key support lines. Let's say we were not able to close above the support line, then of course we do have support literally where we're being supported by, but most importantly around this $107.18 all the way down to $106.51. Some crazy support around that level, but of course I would like to see the price of Sol closing above here. But nonetheless, even if it were not to close, it's totally fine. Do pay very close attention to BTC, because Bitcoin is looking amazing. If Bitcoin is able to push back into new yearly high categories, especially 50K plus, I obviously think I'm very optimistic that we will see Solana pushing up to levels like $116, and obviously after that the main target is $130, which has not changed at all. But that is it for today's daily update. Let me know down below what you guys think. Of course, a lot of excitement for Sol, and a long-term perspective, you guys know my overall stance. I think 2024 December, I'm very optimistic. Again, only time is going to tell, of course, but I'm very confident that a lot of people are going to look back and see that oh, Sol did come a long way. But of course, only time is going to tell. Let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you so much for each and every one of your support. You guys have absolutely killed it. Continue supporting, and you will continue to see these updates throughout the year. So love you all. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.